All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. Um. Okay, I need basic avionics to go to the moon. Hello, Kerbal Boy. I'm currently figuring out what order we're doing what in. I think it's going to be reentry first. But even prior to that, we might be trying to make Blahaj an orbital vehicle? Or not Blahaj, Guldfisk. Okay, we have the contracts. That's not even fully orbital? I think we can do that. I think we can do that. Okay, when and how are we getting the avionics? Okay, basic avionics is there. So we also might need lunar range comms, which means we need to be doing Leo science. Okay. So maybe we just do a science mission first? I don't know. Anyway, how are you doing on this fine Tuesday afternoon? My voice is starting to sound better, so I'm doing decent. I've been like really raspy and hoarse for the past couple days. So if I sound a little off, that's probably all it is. This can hypothetically hit the moon. Barely, but it can. Anyway, couple of things. Firstly, that stage was a success. That's not the right one. Hold on. Yeah. This stage worked. So it needs a paint job. It needs a name. We may use it on a hypothetical orbital Guldfisk. This is kind of what I was thinking, right? Maybe not this paint scheme, maybe not these dimensions, but this is the basic idea. And then you would take these and make the Guldfisk 3 by just clustering a shitload of them. Saturn 1B style. Maybe. But I haven't decided on a design. Like, I'm not sure how much I like this. What in the Otrag? Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. So I don't know. We need to decide on a propulsion system, and we need to decide on a name for the upper stage. I am preferential to this engine. I think it's pretty reliable, all things considered. I mean, not presently, but it can get there. You know, the next one in the series is like 94% reliable. But I don't know. I really want to do the LR105. We just don't have any good boosters to pair it with. And this thing needs boosters, or else it's not going to be able to fly. So I don't know. We're pretty limited in terms of good engine options. But I'm kind of thinking of a vehicle that's going to be similar to Delta in terms of, like, performance. So, like, honestly making these, like, 2 meters in diameter. We're going to ignore these interim parts real quick. And then putting this on there. That's 10 minutes. That's kind of a lot. God damn. Oh, but Delta's... Okay, yeah. Delta's engine produces, like, 10 times this. Fuck it, let's just put, like, a shitload. And watch them dance across the screen. Alright, welcome back. So... kind of, maybe a little bit, this is what I'm thinking. I gotta space these out. Hold on. Okay. In terms of design, because we got this first stage powered by the LR-43 or 89. And then the second stage powered by the Gamma 2. This can maybe, yeah, it could be upgraded a little. It's actually a decently significant upgrade. And we can fit it with this one down the road, but that will actually cause it to have worse specific impulse. So maybe we don't, even though we can. But I think this is a decent booster in terms of performance. It's not great, but it'll do. But I'm not, I don't know. God, it's such a good emote. I kind of hate this color scheme, I will say. Let's see. The other thing is, I don't know if this can launch any meaningful payload. Like, let's see. I mean, 250 kilograms into orbit, that's not worthless. It's a bit of a tough sell, but it's not nothing. We are overburning the engine, though. Okay, so that's more like 100 kilograms to orbit. Though, shit, it has 1.7 at launch. We probably can get away with a lower energy orbital, or a higher. Well, would it be lower or higher? Higher efficiency orbital launch path. Let's see here. You're rated for 220. That is 220. I mean, I think that'll work. Let's see. How many... I want to try 300 kilograms. And then what is the avionics control mass on this? 4.7. Yeah, we should be okay. All right. I think for 300 tons, we can probably do an orbital reentry. Probably. And hell, we might even be able to do an orbital reentry with a camera, which would be extra cool. I don't know that we could do an orbital reentry with a camera that isn't on a suborbital trajectory. Like, I don't think we have enough mass for, like, spin motors and, like, deorbit motors and stuff. But we might. We might. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope y'all like the new channel emote. Guess who has a few fewer brain cells today and has been up since 3 in the morning? Because I had to be at work at 4. It was atrocious, honestly, but not as bad as I was expecting. It's definitely the earliest shift I've ever had at any job. But somebody's got to make the coffee. I also don't know that I'm decided on this paint scheme. It's a little too orange. The Cheeto dust rocket is... it's a bit much. But let's see. Ascent guidance. Let's aim for like 180. And booster pitch start 20 meters per second. We'll try that. Might have to put roll control on here. Holy hell, that's an ascent path. Wow. Thing flies like a bat out of hell. Let's go back to the VAB, put roll control thrusters on here, and then launch this during the daylight. God, if it'll let us. There we go. Yeah, this definitely is going to launch like a Delta. I kind of had a feeling. God, that was an insane launch. We definitely need to optimize it, though. We need to be pitching over harder. Maybe 1 degree per second? Maybe? I don't know if that'll save us. It might, though. God. Okay. There we go. Okay. Start about 12 hours out. We'll see if this thing can get 300. Then I need to figure out what the absolute smallest camera reentry vehicle combo I can make is, and whether or not this will fly on, or that'll fly on this vehicle, or if we're going to need to put it on Blahaj. Because Blahaj is going to be a lot more expensive and probably slower to build, but I don't know. so yawny. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna set this to 1 degree per second. If it'll open. There we go. Might even set that to 15 meters per second. Let's try this. Oh, that's like crazy fast. We might need a little slower than that. Yeah, we're gonna need slower than this. I want to observe and see how slower, though. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna start the pitch at 25 meters per second. Speedy stick. Indeed. It really does remind me of, like, the, you know, full booster Delta 2 configs that just haul ass horizontal. And if we had solids, I might consider adding them. But there's just not much point. Random question for viewers. How has the weather been where y'all have been? Because I know the US right now is in like a heat dome or something. The weather here has been insane. Just bright and sunny and then like monsoon rain back and forth for the past like week. Super fucking hot. Yeah, I mean, I expect that's the answer for most people. But all right, start at 25. But have y'all been getting more like rain? Oh shit. They're not igniting. Oh well, I'll fix that if this works. The rain stopping is what caused the heat to come out. Gotcha. I'm curious, will this burn or like, I mean, hell, even slow down? Because if so, we could launch a like 300 kilogram reentry vehicle on this exact trajectory. But I don't know how much aero forces are really a thing this low or this high in the atmosphere. I mean, it looks like we're already experiencing at least measurable drag. Yeah, I mean, it rains here a lot. It's just not normally like this, where it'll like rain heavy 3 times in a day. Like, that's a little weird, even for Louisiana. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be viable. Sorry. If y'all could hear my partner's music. Oh. All right. I think this first stage is viable. I don't know about the second. But we'll stick with this for now. More importantly, more pressingly, I want to figure out what this is capable of. So this takes 2 hours. All right. How much does this weigh? More than 300 kilograms. All right. That seems to answer that. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Uh... Uh... Thank you, 7 hours. I'm gonna rotate these just a little bit. Kind of do that. And... oh, we'll see if this works. Do we have HTTP? We do. Let's do HTTP. I don't know how stable this is going to be. But let's start in orbit. 180 kilometers. And... we'll do like that. And see where that gets us. If this doesn't work, then we might just do a pure reentry vehicle. Like literally just a heat shield test. But I don't know what the contract parameters have to be. I assume there's something preventing you from just having a heat shield. I think it might have like some kind of weight requirement. But yeah, in theory, the reentry contract is the only thing holding us back from orbital spaceplane. research. Or at least the program. Okay. Let's actually command reversed. Let's switch it to the normal one that doesn't have all the weird camera effects. I wish I could warp faster. This is so slow. I'm thinking like a periapse of 65 or 70 kilometers, somewhere in that range. We'll do that. Okay. Oh, smartass. There we go. Retrograde. Turn off Atmo, autopilot. Really wish we had connection right now so that I could decouple this safely. I think I have a strategy. If we don't establish control, that might give us control, though. No, because that's an airport, not a ground station. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, but I wanted this to be the root part. God damn it. Well, that did work. We might try that. Better time warp. Maybe. I mean, allegedly, I think I have that installed. Because I think that that's part of the default RO suite nowadays. Let's see. Oh my god, Secan, please. Well, it should have stuck with this. Let me, like, tell you what. Do a little science core. Barely any battery. Type shit. And then boom. And boom. Literally the maximum controllable weight. We love min-maxing. Anyway, let me check Secan and see if I have better time warp. And if so, how to use that. I do not. So I guess I will download it. That way, next time I play, I'll have it. Goodness. But yeah, this should be able to survive orbit. I just got the news that both the major healthcare providers in my city are getting rid of gender-affirming care for those under 19. Gross. Disgusting. Vile. Yeah, at this point, I've decided that if they ban HRT, I'm just gonna try and start learning how to synthesize estrogen, because it's apparently not that hard. And I feel like that's gonna be easier than sourcing it illegally. And I mean, the fuck are they gonna do? Break into my basement to stop me? I'm in Louisiana. We don't even fucking have basements. Okay. Okay. Oh, is that raising my orbit? No, it's lowering it. I'm just not faced the most efficient way to be doing that. Ah, there we go. Meth lab? Nah, estrogen lab. More or less. Anyway, Better Time Warp is now installed. All right. I can never remember with these heatsink heat shields if you're supposed to go steep and fast or slow and shallow.
Oh Christ, oh Christ.
Oh, somebody's having a bad time.
Sorry.
That's fine.
I almost killed myself.
It happens. Okay. Where's our perigee? Oh, we don't have the ability to see that. Delightful. Alright, well, let's just hope we have fucking connection. I guess. Alright. We're facing up. We probably should have pitched down, but that's fine. I feel like if this works, it'll sort itself out. Oh, why did our periapsis get raised so much? Oh shit, that's from the spinning probably. Where is that noise coming from? Oh. Goodbye. That's funny. Thing just went fucking whizzing by. Orbital mechanics, yo. I wonder if this is low enough to re-enter. It probably isn't. That said, we are bleeding off speed pretty quick. Or, altitude, rather. Gaining speed, actually. But we're bleeding off altitude. Which means that more than likely this will be below 80. Maybe 70-ish by the time we actually hit periaps. And even like 75 should re-enter us. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. We're way off center, but at least we're coming in. It's straightening out ish. It's gonna kind of like process around that. We just need this orange thing to line up with this green thing. And then we're good. We really need to straighten out, though. I feel like the spinning might have hurt us. There we go. Oh, maybe not. God help us. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Ah! Damn it. I feel like that might work. If it wasn't for the spinning. I'm not 100% sure. I have an insane idea. What if we launch it straight up? There's nothing saying it has to be orbital, just orbital speed. We don't have to worry about orientation. We don't have to worry about, I mean, anything really. We just shoot this shit straight up. And it shouldn't move that much in terms of like orientation, because again, it's going straight up. I don't know that that theory... Wait a sec, let her cook. Because like it'll move a bit. And the benefit of this is that we get all of those fancy like altitude records. And if this works, we could potentially put science experiments on here and get high Earth orbit science. I mean, I can't imagine we're gonna get anywhere near geosynchronous height, but we might. Like, this is insane, but it could work. I don't know. I can think of a number of reasons. High Earth orbit. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but again, those experiments can be run on a suborbital trajectory. Anyway, ads start in 40 seconds. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go run to the restroom and grab a glass of water. And yeah, we'll test this when I get back. I'll see y'all on the other side. All right. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Cool. Let's, why are we... Oh, because we're stage locked for some reason. All right, here we go. This is maybe the dumbest thing that I've done for, like, a contract. Genuinely. I also don't even know that we're gonna have the Delta V to, like, reach this speed straight up. But maybe we do? I don't fully know. Oh, because I was looking at the ISP, not the... This is not representative. There we go. Oh, yeah, we're gonna be fine. Ah, fuck. I forgot to turn off the me when there's ads screen. No. Me when there's not ads. Me when we're launching. Surface speed. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're definitely breaking some altitude records. And we did hit the surface speed. We're nowhere near high Earth, though. Oh, that's lagging so bad. Whoa. Let's try that one more time. Me when Ren has a brain injury. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ugh. The only brain injuries I have are estrogen induced, and they're self-inflicted. Self-inflicted fucking female hysteria psychic damage. Go. Yeah, I do think that this might actually work. Dies of 1d4 estrogen. My health's not that low. Honestly, it might be after this shift, but it's not generally that low. It's crazy to me that this might work. I feel like we might want a bigger heat shield. Only thing. Because that can help. Like, that might slow us down faster. Okay. Surface up. Ignition. Lift off. Kerbal Boy, what is Beam NG? I see you playing it constantly. And I feel like I might have one other friend that plays it. Car game. Fascinating. Like a racing game or like Forza, where it's like you just kind of drive around. I think Forza's also a racing game. I don't fully understand what Forza is. Just drive around. Okay. Oh my god, the fucking light of the sun. Disable avionics permanently. Yes. Oh, this is gonna smack directly into this thing. But all the vehicles have soft body physics? What? Oh my god. Again. What does that mean? Like they're like bendy? I need to stop fucking time warping. Does it just mean that the cars deform? Vehicles can crush and bend and fall apart when in a crash. Ooh. Fascinating. Is, like, the point of the game to crash? I'm also just gonna, like, point the camera like this so that we don't have lag. Because the world is very high textured and it lags. Like high res textured. There's no real point, you just drive around. I see. I'm hoping we don't recollide. I feel like we're gonna. Damn. Hmm. Might try a bigger heat shield, but I feel like there's a chance that that may just not work. As funny as it is, and as much as I wish it would, it may just not. Let's see. What was our delta V at? 9.6. I'm trying to think of like any elegant solution here. But I'm afraid that it's too late for that. Hmm. Or is it? Hmm. Let me try something. That's all I have to say on the matter. Let me try something. What if we do the strategy that we've been doing for crewed space planes? What if we do an entry burn? Like, don't let the RP-1 devs see this, but what if we do an entry burn? This is just getting increasingly stupid. That said, it's really funny. Why do the RP-1 devs not like entry burns? I mean, it's not that they don't like entry burns, it's that they don't like contracts being completed in the quote non-intended manner, I guess is how I would say it. Like, you're not supposed to design a spaceplane that can go up to 200 kilometers and then come straight back down. You're supposed to design a spaceplane that can travel horizontally quite a far range and go up and down. But I don't like those rules, so I choose not to follow them. Because they're never explicitly written, they're just implied. Oh, well, fucking, it would probably help if you moved your launch clamps, dumbass. Okay. Then again, I very much almost did do that contract by putting an X1 on top of the fucking Blahaj rocket, which would have been hilarious. But I found more elegant ways to perform that. Only slightly more elegant, though. Good lord. But yeah. Suborbital entry burn is becoming a recurring statement, or recurring phrase on this series. I really don't like how the RP1 devs are so gatekeepy about how you play a sandbox game. Same. I get it. I get both sides of the argument, though. Like, it is meant to be realistic. Counterpoint, you could do this in real life. Extremely unadvisable as it is. You know, there's nothing stopping you. And if I want to play as a nation like the Soviet Union that had no value for their own pilot safety, I should be allowed to. Like, who says the public has to see anything I do? They're not a factor in my country. Ah, shit. And I really do think that, like, that should affect your, like, there should be a political thing that, like, instills certain limits, but has certain benefits. You can play as, like, a dictatorship and get away with a lot more, but maybe you don't have as much funding or something. I don't know. Because playing both ways is fun. I prefer to play the chaotic way of, fuck it, we'll just throw pilots at this until it works. And this go round, I did have an ejectable cockpit. And, I mean, had the need arisen, it would have saved the pilot, but it never came to that. Had we had an engine failure, though, we would have had a suborbital capsule-based flights, which I think is pretty funny. And I will say, the Spaceplane's contract is currently laid out in such a way that you can land via parachute, meaning that we could hypothetically cheese it even more than I am right now, and literally use the X-15 cockpit as a capsule. I'm just choosing not to. So, like, players do impose their own anti-cheese as well. Because I think that that's maybe a bit pushing it, you know? Like, I've X-15 cockpit to orbited before, and it's not satisfying. So I'm not going to do it again. Like, players should be allowed to impose their own restraint, but also their own chaotic wills. But again, that's just my opinion. Oh, let's get these fairings off, shall we? Hopefully we can make it. No. Okay, well, we can still test the theory. I mean, that part of it definitely works. And that honestly slowed us down, like, a pretty substantial amount. God damn. 63 G's pulled by this thing. But survived. Let's try underfueling it a little bit. Looks like this was about a 50-minute flight. let's see, 53 versus, we probably want like there, maybe. And we really want those fairings off. I will also say we could launch this in a more circular trajectory and get more camera data. And still use this to do an entry burn, which would be really fun. Because that would still cut our re-entry speed quite a bit. But I do want to demonstrate it in straight up and down flight because that should be pretty much the worst case scenario. As far as loadings and such. I mean, the Galileo probe hit like 350 Gs on entry. Yeah, but with 80 stack, not 50s. Like, I mean, we definitely designed some shit for like some pretty high G-forces. I mean, we did like radio detonated shells, and those were shot out of a literal like mortar. So, you know, we have some experience, but that's like not sustained Gs either. That's for like a fraction of a second. This was like 50 plus Gs sustained for a couple of seconds, which is just brutal. Like, probably doable in the 50s, but really hard. I also do need to up the avionics on this thing. Full transparency. We're probably wasting fuel doing that, so we might extend the fairings, but that should be okay. Just barely. Let's try a more horizontal profile. Like, let's put this thing onto, like, a fucking 170 by 50-kilometer orbit or something. Because that might work. Okay. We've really gone full circle, haven't we? Target periaps is 50. Yay! Happy to catch a stream, Lucy. Howdy, Ice King. Also, it's Lucy with an I. But welcome. I'm just gonna let the... I know it's saying target unreachable, but we don't have to listen to it. God, this flight path is fucking ridiculous. Okay. All right. This looks significantly more promising to reach the speeds we're desiring. There was a place called Lucy Stone. I guess I would just always type the Y. Yeah, it's with an I. It was originally short for Lucifer because that was a nickname that I got from some whack job calling me a Satanist in high school. Alright, that's, like, right suborbital, but that's fine. We honestly want that. So, let's stage about here. And then, instead of having this thing point... my nickname in high school was literally Satan, so I get it. Game recognized game, I guess. Instead of having this thing point literally straight up, we're gonna try and have it point retrograde. But I'm gonna do that at, like, I don't know, 100 kilometers maybe? Maybe a little earlier, like 1:10. Ah, shit. If we can even get it working by then. Whoa, near collision there. I'll be lurking. Understood. Alright. You know? You know what? I'll be damned. That shit works. Let's see. Well, I won't be able to see until we recover it, but I reckon that got a lot of data. Flew... Well, no, that was mostly ocean. Anyway, that worked. And it's consistent. At least it should be. Okay. Now we just have to demonstrate that this works. But... Hooray, look at that, it works. Awesome. Alright. Sick. Very unorthodox way of doing this. But one that works. You know, if you have a really big rocket, do really big rocket things with it. Be stupid. Have a little fun. Please tell me I'm not gonna have to tool this avionics. No! Please! 94 days. God damn it. Alright. RP-1 devs be fuming right now. Probably not. Modern communications? What? This, maybe? No? You? Yes. Alright. What to do in the meantime? What to do? I'm gonna go look at the contracts, but we might just do a science satellite. It could be useful to get that out of the way. Much as I want to just rush towards getting these things. And we also need to be upgrading the admin building so that we can add the space planes program once it becomes available. So probably do those two things. Then launch this. Then activate the Space Planes program. Then we'll be good. Bishimoda! Howdy! Thank you for the raid. We are doing incredibly stupid things with incredibly oversized rockets. Because I don't know how to design a good early game reentry capsule, so we're just doing an entry burn on a suborbital trajectory. All right. We can't do this one. We probably do this one. Maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna accept it on a maybe. We also need to be upgrading this. That's gonna add 849 per day. But just so that we're not hemorrhaging funds, we can pump that down and probably get it to a... Yeah. Get it to a manageable level. Well, that works as long as you're not too fast. So today is the we do the thing we're not so good at. Bishimoda doing planes, you doing rockets. Sounds like it. Alright. I'm looking at the exponent curve shape. So this one, we're getting basically no funding right now, but in like a month's time we should be. Interesting. Okay. Ugly, not gully. I designed a 1-ton to Leo rocket using 1958 tech, then used it twice successfully, and once ugly boom. Gotcha. Yeah, my first rocket was 1 ton to orbit, but I basically cheated because I copied the Soviets' homework. But if it works... Anyway, this is Blahaj. For those new to the channel, which should be most of you, honestly. Basically, it's a Soyuz. It supports 2, 3, and 4 boosters. Eventually, it might support no boosters. This is an unnamed upper stage that I'm looking for a name for. It's Gamma 2 powered. It's super underfueled right now, just so that we can get it kind of close to orbit. At 110 kilometers back into the atmosphere, this thing flips around, burns retro, and then separates that capsule. And that allows us to not need much heat shielding, which is great. Because we don't have much heat shielding. We're not doing capsules. We're doing space planes. So we don't even have a blader at all. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting challenge. Let's see. Make you a little taller. Because we've been having some separation issues. Sadly, I need to go back to work this afternoon, which is why I stopped early. Take care of my crew for me, Lucy. Will do. Have a good shift. I know I sure didn't. Had to wake up at 3 a.m. Separation anxiety? Something like that. Alright. Let's make a scientific satellite. So we need like a... If we could do a 550 by 550 orbit, that could work. So let's see what we can do. Configure experiments. Do we even have infrared radiometry? I feel like that's an important question to ask here. Oh dear God, I don't think we do. That's okay. It's not great, but that's okay. We're just gonna do this thing to Leo. Fuck a contract. We're not doing contracts. It does not matter. Let's... Octo, I guess? That looks... decent. I wonder how good our solar panels are. Tank UI, Science Core, Avionics Prototype, add Perpetual. So, can't be that bad. Okay, that looks about good enough. Configure experiments. Early TV camera should be good. Magnetometer? Probably. Mass spec, I think, is new. And micrometeorites, I think, is new. Which of these are biome specific? That one is not. That one's also not. This one is, but it takes a while. And for some reason we didn't transmit it. TV camera is... Okay. Let me go check and see what our other science satellite is up to. Because if it still has some juice, we might wait off on launching anything. Because I don't want to launch something if we really don't need it. So let me go check on that. Anyway, ads start in 20 seconds. I am probably going to run to the restroom really quickly, but I'm going to try and get that satellite pulled up off while y'all are waiting. Yeah, see you soon. All right. Hello to anyone that uses an ad blocker. Or an ad blocker that actually works on Twitch. I don't know if they're as anal as YouTube is, but they probably will be soon. Let's see if we can find that satellite. I feel like surely it must be dead by now. But maybe it isn't. Kerbal, please pull up. Okay. All right. Welcome back. I am waiting for Kerbal to let me in. Sol's loading screens are killing me. But honestly, it might just be more related to me having an old SSD than anything. There we go. All right. Okay. So we are alive and we are still producing science. So it's 101 days till we can start our next thing. I say we just warp. Sorry to anybody with photosensitivity, by the way. I know that was probably not pleasant to look at. I should have averted the camera. Sorry. But yeah, let's go see what we can get in the R&D building. I know we can probably just about get the next science node. Which is good, because we're gonna need it, apparently. I'm trying to think what would be the best solution to doing film satellites, because they are good science. They're just really hard with no ablator. I might have to design like a better film satellite system off camera when I'm not running on so little sleep. Because I've been awake, oh god, 13 hours now? Little more? No, sorry, 14 going on 15. Brain's not firing all the way. As you can imagine. Okay. So I'm going to research these, because we definitely need that. Well... Do we even have the science to do these two? No. We have the science to do those two. And then that puts us one away from both of the nodes that we need, which I guess is nice. I guess we'll take that. I guess we'll take that. We can also squeeze some science out by doing X-plane flights. And I'll probably do those off camera, but that shouldn't be that hard. All right. When are you done? Oh, like ages from now. Let's speed that up a little. Okay. We'll see if this can hold. Because once we're starting our, like, vehicle assembly, this may send us over budget. We'll have to see. Reentry camera. But yeah, I usually ask this at the beginning of the stream, but we have a lot more people now. How's everybody doing? Unlock parts. Acknowledged. Shit. Isogrid. I don't even know where to set that. Like the stringer mass or whatever. What was the problem? Isogrid stringer mass. Where is that? Ah! Okay, well, we do want that on. But where... Is it this? Yeah... Yes? Probably yes. Okay, that has a good one. That doesn't. What else? Procedural tank isogrid structure. It's not that one. I have no idea. Those are set, right? That isn't. There we go. I forgot there was a little plate there. Untold parts. We're gonna integrate anyway, but I want to at least be using a launch pad. Oh, why did it attach like that? Straighten yourself out. And then let's reattach these boosters. Like so. Okay. I could honestly probably go even more, but I know that works. So let's not touch it. All right, launch. Okay, what isn't integrated? That doesn't matter. Okay, added it to list. Let's fucking go. Oh, also a mention to anyone in chat. We're doing Extra Life, which is a 24-hour charity marathon raising money for, in this case, the New Orleans Children's Miracle Network Hospital. So if you're interested about that, check out my page, which is here. And I'll put this link as well. I put it in my Discord server's channel announcement, but this is a link just to learn more about Extra Life if you're interested. We'll be doing it on the 25th of July. Not tomorrow. Oh. 09 Adam Player. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, we'll be doing it on the 25th. I'm thinking we're going to start around 6 or 7. We'll solidify plans on the Discord server a little closer to. I usually stream Wednesdays, or at least that's the long-term plan, but some friends that are going to be helping with Extra Life are coming over tomorrow to actually, like, kind of convene and have a meeting about it, so that we can strategize. Because we're planning some wacky antics, to put it lightly. Let's see. That's 90 times 300. Let me get my phone calculator and see if we can handle that. I don't reckon we can. 27K. We actually just about can. Hell yeah. I heard about you from Bishamoda. Nice. But yeah, if anybody's interested in Extra Life, that is the link to go to. I also have my own Discord server. That's linked if you scroll down. I think on mobile you should also be able to scroll down. Twitch mobile is borderline unusable in my opinion, but whatever. All right. So, let's save the game. And I think, as worried as it makes me, we're going to warp to this. We made it. Cool. Great. Ah, shit. Pause that. God damn it, we're in like a death loop. There we go. That was horrible. Let's launch. So for anybody just now tuning in, we're like doing this the stupidest way possible. We're launching this on a suborbital trajectory with an entry burn to technically complete the reentry contract whilst not having good heat shields and not requiring some outlandishly, competent, capable design. Is it a dumb way to do it? Absolutely. But I am a spaceplane person. I build spaceplanes. I'm not great at doing very, finesse-heavy reentry vehicles that are ballistic. I can design you something that can glide all day. I super ballistic metallic heat shields are really hard for me. Anyway, as soon as we're done with this, we should be able to accept the well, not as soon, but shortly after we're done with this, we should be able to accept the Spaceplane Development Program, and that will give us a lot of money. Like a ton of money. So I'm hoping we can get that. Okay. And we're going to basically just run this as if we were going to orbit. We're not. We're going to like 180, probably 180 by 50. We're going to engage. Ignite the engines. Accidentally forget to check our staging. And then stop at stage 3. Awesome. And I want to just squeeze in here real quick. And make sure this experiment is running. Yes. It's at least trying to run. It will be running soon. Okay. Three, two, one. Beautiful little Korolev cross. Beautiful. We just have to achieve a speed of 6,500 meters per second. This keeps happening. We keep resorting, to that solution of just spinning them off. Okay. We're gonna disengage there. This is the part that's gonna require a little bit of finesse, which is staging this at about 110 kilometers and performing a flip around. It's gonna be a little difficult. Disable permanently. Conserve electricity. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't throw us through the atmosphere like it did when we were going suborbital. It hasn't. That's good. Okay. Timing is everything here. We also need to have this unlocked. Good lord. That would have been really bad. Just staging and nothing happens. All right. So we're gonna stage about here. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, it's really not good. That didn't happen in testing. I'm just really hoping that this survives. I think that's all I can do. Fuck. Let me try separating earlier. Oh. Fuck. I just pressed the quick save button. And it's a quick save, so it's not gonna... God damn it. I'm gonna have to revert. I'm trying to think of why it would do that. I think we separated at like 150 kilometers in testing. Actually, I'm fairly certain I know what happened differently. We lit the engine as it was tumbling. And that's the part that slowed us down quite a bit. So if I separate while we're... Or, well, separate basically where I did, and then try to light the engine while we're flipping retrograde. Because it does just have a tendency to want to point retrograde. That might work. Maybe. That's the best bet I have. Also, sorry the loading screens are so long. Sol really does... I don't know. It does not like loading quickly. Okay. I thought it was doing the thing where it spawns us in the air, which would have been really annoying. Ah. We entered that wrong. There we go. I was wondering why it flew like a different trajectory entirely, but that would be why. Right. God, no matter how big I make these fairings, I think they maybe no, because this isn't like clipped into anything. I don't know. I'm gonna need to get a closer look in the VAB and see if I can figure out why that is. Anyway, I'm gonna cut off at exactly 6,000. Well, I was going to at 6,500. Cool. Let's just do it here. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah, we have to reach 150 kilometers. Because, of course we do. Honestly, I might do... We're just gonna fly this like we did in the first tests, where this thing goes basically straight up and down. Efficiency be damned. How much pasta's left?
Couple servings.
Couple servings? Okay. Thank you. My lovely partner who is going downstairs for something. Alright. I feel like if we steer this thing towards, like, slightly towards the 45 degrees, it's not angle of attack, but vertical, we can probably still get it to the speed that we need. Get it to perform like we need it to. Okay. I'm just gonna be flying the ship manual. Here goes. Oh god. Nope. For fuck's sake. I genuinely might have to just come back to this. I'm trying one more time, but I might just have to come back to this. I might have to restudy what I did in simulation that allowed it to work that isn't working here. Though, maybe I just don't cut the engines like I did last time. I couldn't tell if we were going up at that point, but we might have been. It probably was a matter of I just needed to not cut the engines. I'm gonna try that. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna end up just loading the quick save, or not the quick save, but the save that I took prior to time warping, and edit the vessel as needed. Because it really ought to be functional. But this thing is really not liking working. Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna see if I can save this manually. I doubt I can. But I need to try. I think this is the best I can realistically do with this. No. Alright. I think we're gonna end stream here. Unfortunately. And I might just have to find another way to do this. Well, yeah. I don't really have much else to say. Other than that, today has been a pretty good stream. And, yeah, I will see some, if not all of you, on Saturday. And hopefully I will have more of a game plan by then. But till then, thank you. And thanks to Bishimoto for the raid.